Would you say we are in the dog days of summer?
We're in the dog days.
It's dog days, dude. We're coming up on August. This is coming out in August.
Yeah, this is coming out in August.
This is the first August episode. August is officially dog days.
That's when the dogs come out and the dogs are out to
Dog
play.
days are hot, and you can see school approaching, looming over. It's like in Stranger Things, that big black figure.
Yeah, the mind flayer.
The mind flayer. Labor Day is the mind flayer.
Oh, yeah, Labor Day is the mind flayer.
Some people love school, but I hated it.
Yeah, some people love school, and those people, they get stuffed in lockers. Thank you very much.
I probably could have fit in a locker in high school. I had that little thing going on.
You were tiny.
You could have eaten me up.
Here's the thing. The stuffing of the lockers they did in the movies, that was not the lockers that we had in high school. We had the wide, short lockers.
Wait, did we have double stack? Top bottom?
We had top bottom double stack.
I'll say this. I was never a bottom. In all of high school, I was never a bottom.
I'm glad to hear that you were never a bottom in high school.
I was a top from freshman year to senior year.
So you've pretty much always been a top.
I've been top attack my entire life.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know.
Do you like that term?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely the more convenient locker. You don't have to bend over.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, as a top, you would definitely not need to bend over.
Yeah, because your locker is at eye level. It's so convenient.
Oh, yeah.
Books.
Yeah, it's so convenient. It's so convenient to be a top as opposed to being a bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't realize what you just sound like you were saying, do you?
I had a top locker. It was so convenient. All 4 years, my locker was on the top level.
Yeah.
I would never want to be bending over to put my books away, to put my lunch away, to, get my water bottle, my pens, my pencils, my highlighter.
Unless you're a bottom, nobody wants to bend over like that.
Yeah, that would be a pain in the ass.
Yes, it would be a pain in the ass. Let's take it easy.
Ted, I feel like you're onto something that I'm not tracking here.
You're not. You're not onto what I was on for that whole intro, dude. So in the gay community,
what?
There are things called tops and bottoms in the gay community, Tucker.
Okay.
Tops are the people that enter someone. Bottoms are the ones that receive it. They do so by bending over.
You're trying to tell me that I'm entering people?
You were saying I was a top from freshman year to senior year. I was a top the whole time. I'm like, yeah. But some people are into being bottoms.
Wow. Yikes.
No, that was a phenomenal intro. That was a phenomenal intro. Welcome to Take It Easy.
I guess I just have that energy to me. I didn't.
Dude.
I guess that's just how it is around here. I guess I'm just entering people now.
That was an awesome intro.
All I'm saying is I like the top deck lockers. God forbid that apparently now I'm entering people. Jesus.
How was your week, man? How was your week?
My week from last Tuesday to this Tuesday? Last week I went
on Thursday.
Oh, shit. Well, Friday I collapsed from exhaustion on the couch. Slept for 14 hours. I went so hard last
week. You slept from the afternoon until the morning?
I went to bed at 10 p.m. on Friday, and I got up at noon the next day.
Whoa.
Now, keep in mind, my sleep schedule right now, I get up at 6 a.m. every day. So this was,
right.
I pushed it last week. I was doing weighted lunges at the gym.
Oh, jeez.
After my squats. And I was working. It was hot. Emma was gone. I streamed every night too.
Yeah.
I was on turbo
mode. It's been a crazy period. You were turbo boy.
I was turbo. And guess
turbo
what?
top.
Guess what? I'm basically turbo this week too. I might just be Turbo Tucker now. Turbo Top Tucker.
Turbo Top TT.
The triple T. Turbo Top Tucker.
Turbo Tucker. Turbo Tucker. The top.
The top. I'm at the top.
Are we putting out a Take It Easy press corps? Tucker's the top.
I'm a top.
Put it out. Put it out there.
And then
put it out there.
Parentheses, you can say locker. Really throw people off because apparently this means I'm gay now.
Doesn't mean you're gay. Doesn't mean you're gay.
I suppose you could be a top in like a straight relationship too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take it away, press corps. You do what you want with that. You can put a
do what
spin
you want
on
with
it.
that press corps.
You can put a spin on it. Maybe throw like a little rainbow emoji in there. Really throw people off. Let's get them confused.
I was at a wedding this weekend.
You
I
were.
Flew. Yeah.
Good guy. Good guy.
Yeah. No, he got married. It was a good wedding. It was at Gibbet Hill Grill.
Great steakhouse.
Yeah.
They got the cows right outside. You get to pick. You say, I'd like a filet mignon from that cow there on the left. We could.
Can you imagine? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Awesome.
Like,
it would certainly be awesome. I think it'd be a little emotional.
Yeah, a little dystopian for sure. It'd be like, you basically had to choose which one
that
goes
one
to
with
die.
the spot on it. Yeah. I like him.
Yeah, that one looks like it's got enough marbling.
Yeah.
You choose the one that's moving around the least.
Yeah. The
You know?
laziest one. Yeah, show me your
You're
laziest
like,
cow.
that one seems like he's getting pre-marbled. He's not exercising too
Pre-marbled.
much. I think that one we could
Dude, I'm trying
we
to
could chop that
de-marble.
one up.
I'm trying to de-marble myself because I feel like I was getting a little marbled.
Yeah, you think so?
Just you wait.
After this whole summer, I've been.
Oh,
getting
you've been
marbled.
marbling up in the fields of Italy.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
You're probably
I was
like
looking
some
at my
fresh Italian Wagyu right now.
I have this weight thing.
You have a safe zone.
Well, no, I have a safe zone, but I'm past the safe zone. I'm pulling down now. I'm blocking in. But
Dude, I feel like we've
the
been
weight-
locking in for years on everything, and we're kind of in the same place we've always been.
well, yeah, because I feel like the weight memory only exists for like 2 months, 3 months.
Wait, what's weight memory?
Like weight memory isn't like when you decide I gotta lock in, and all of a sudden you've been like, oh, I've been working really hard.
So, I've got a lock-in program I'm on right now, and it's working. As you can tell, I'm actually quite cut right now.
Mm-hmm.
I am sober all week. Friday, Saturday, I am sloppy. So all week I'm eating salads, chicken, housing chicken. You can eat as much chicken as you want. Protein shakes. I just bought a bunch of zero sugar Gatorades, fruit, nuts. I'm eating lots of nuts. But then on Friday, Saturday, it's like, I'm just slamming it. Let me tell you how sloppy I got last Friday. This is how much of a deficit I had been in all week. We went out to pick up takeout. We stopped at 2 separate places.
Whoa.
Yeah, that is how sloppy I was getting.
Okay, well, you gotta say what the two
We got
two items.
Chimichangas from Mexican, and we went and got mozzarella sticks and French fries from Pizza Place.
Oh my god!
And there was hardly a crumb left over.
Yeah, you're probably licking the fucking plate.
And then the next morning, I ate Emma's leftovers. Because Emma ate like half a chimichanga. And she's like, I'm full. And I was like, give me that thing.
Oh, dude. This weekend, the wedding food that they had there was really good.
Classic.
And,
well, it's Gibbet Hill. You guys are in
I'm
Eastern
not
Mass.
used to wedding food necessarily being that phenomenal.
I thought my wedding
food.
food was subpar, but everyone was like, no, it was so good.
What did you get? What did we have for your wedding?
I think there was
food?
like light barbecue. It was like brisket and like pulled pork maybe, but I remember it being like, I find brisket is 9 times out of 10 it's disappointing.
So Gibbet Hill, I didn't have steak there. There was 2 options. There were 3 options you could have. You have vegetarian, you could have the fish, or you could have the chicken. And I think at the time I must have been in a phase where I was feeling a little heavy because I chose the fish. But you know, when you go to a wedding, it's like
you chose your meal because you're feeling it's a wedding meal. You go for the best option. Weight is secondary.
Well, I know, but like you know how like when you're going to a wedding, you choose based on how you're feeling at the time. You know,
Yeah, you probably picked
a
month in advance. Yeah, like
yeah. So I chose the fish. Turns out the fish was the best fucking option though.
Oh, so you scored.
And it was also kind of the sloppiest option. It was haddock.
Classic white fish right there.
Classic white fish. But it was also sitting in this like one of those little half bowls, and it was in like this creamed corn.
Dude, you're working me up.
Dude, it was awesome. It was awesome. There was not anything left on that plate, and my mom didn't finish her food. I had hers. And then I was so full. I was a dirty dog, man. And I had that food. And then I was so full that when it was time to drink, like I was so full I couldn't even like I was like, I don't even think I could drink right now. Like I'm so fucking full. I was like walking around. I was like, oh God.
Don't look at me. I'm a beast.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I just want to quickly give a shout out to Haddock for carrying the torch. Because it was cod carrying it for a long time, and we basically wiped them out. So
they're still alive.
Big shout out to the Haddock.
They're still around, right?
Barely, dude.
What?
Yeah, if you get cod at the store, it's all like from Iceland. It's Icelandic cod. They still got the stocks.
We gotta. You know what they gotta do? They just gotta bring back populations, but do it in secret, and then release them all at once.
Where do you think they're coming from?
So I got this idea for a wall, right?
Dude. No. If you want to give me a hypothetical, it has to be new. It cannot be anything revolving around the wall or the ocean.
This is a different wall.
No walls.
Different wall.
You're gonna give me a hypothetical.
Different wall.
There's
what do you
no
mean?
No, it has to be totally fresh. You're not giving another wall hypothetical.
Oh, it's going to be fresh.
It's got to be fresh.
So we get a different wall. We wall off all the way around Nantucket and the Martha's Vineyard, and then back around to like the other end, or what? We wall that all in. We say we add some doors. We say you can't fish in here, and then we don't let any cod out, and we start working on a cod population in there.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, this actually sounds kind of cool.
And then it's one of those things where nobody can fish cod. Cod is allowed to thrive.
Dude, nobody has been allowed to fish cod.
I know, but
there's been a cod ban.
I know, but but the cod can't leave. You know, they can't get out. So they're like kind of intermingling, and they're building up. They're building up. They're building up. They're building up. Do we know if cod travel? Do they travel?
They
at all?
can swim. Yeah.
Well, I know they can swim, but do they travel far? Like some fish like to travel far.
I think they travel. I think they travel.
Okay.
That's the reason I know that I think they travel is because I read this history book on the codfish over Christmas time. It was an awesome book. You should actually give it a read. You're a little history buff. It was really good. It was about humanity through the eyes of the codfish. So like when we started like obsessing over them in Europe, and we kind of followed codfish all the way around the Atlantic into like the North American coast long before Europeans started settling in North America. We were fishing cod off these shores and salting them, drying them.
You told me this. I know about this.
I should get you the book. It's a good read. It's pretty short. It was only like 180, 200 pages. Like you could do it in a week easily. And it was so captivating. I was like, oh, I've got a free second. Let me put these reels away and pull out this book. That's how you know you're in.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, I had something to tell you.
Well, but let me finish this wedding thing though, real quick.
Oh yeah.
So, I was up to here on the haddock, but that wedding was awesome. In particular, because my dad got so fucking drunk.
Oh, wait. Can we put the picture up?
Yeah, I'll put it up. But basically, there's a photo of my dad. He was having a blast. He went to like. My mom, she gets frustrated when my dad gets a little drunk because he's like ridiculous. But he's not like a danger to anyone or himself. He's just kind of like having a good time, and like she can't stand it. So he's like dancing like this on the dance floor during the reception.
I've seen it
for the table. My parents' table was the rowdiest table at the reception as well. They started doing this thing where every time someone knew, like the tables, there was two areas, like there's this main area below, but then there was stairs that go up to the other place where there was tables, and we were up in that upper area. At my parents' table, whenever a new person came up the stairs, they would chant that person's name.
Okay.
And they did that like the whole dinner reception and stuff. And then at a certain point, my dad went down to the bar and he brought back the whole table tequila sodas.
Wow. Ted Sr.'s money bags.
I think at the time I think it had gone to Cash Bar at that time, but there was a period where it was like
open.
It was open, but then I think he did it on Cash Bar.
What a guy. He was probably the star of the show after that.
Yeah, and so he was going around, he was just getting drunk off tequila sodas the whole night. There was a certain point where I knew that he didn't need any more drinks, and I see him walking to the bar, and I like try to give him like a water instead, and he like takes a sip of it and he hands it back to me like I was just letting him taste it or something. And I'm like, no, this is
that's
for
good.
you.
Yeah, hey.
He's like going to the bar. He's like, not listening like that. You don't need any more drinks. He's like, no, it's fine. No. At a certain point, he like goes off on his own. My mom tells me about this. She's like, he went to the photo booth by himself and took photos. And there's this awesome photo of my dad with a tequila soda in his hand, and then a sign up at the photo booth, and you can see in his eyes he is just wasted. And it says, "I'm here for the free beer." It's
Gotta love him.
So awesome.
Your dad's a character.
I don't know if have you ever really seen my dad like that before?
Probably not at that level. I've definitely seen your dad drinking.
I think it would have been your favorite thing ever.
Maybe
because you have a fascination with my father that
he's entertaining. Yeah. Well, he's a bit of an enigma. It's like I always feel like there's a little bit that I'll never quite understand.
Really?
Like there's always
I don't know if he's much of an enigma now that he's retired.
That's true. And see, here's the thing. I like to believe that there is a lot more to Ted Sr. than meets the eye. Like, I like this illusion that I've built up in my head. If it comes out that he just is who he is, like that's it, there's no depth there, I'd be really heartbroken. So
I think that there's depth. I mean, what do you know about him?
Not that much. Let's keep it that way. I like the illusion of Ted Sr. I like to think he's like a secret little genius or something. And I don't know. I think it's the fact that he always has kind of like a quip. He's got like a little. He
does always have a quip.
He has like a witty comment, which gives the illusion of like high intelligence because they're good. So it's like,
you think you think my dad being highly intelligent is an illusion?
Well, it could be, but it gives the illusion of it. So it's like, okay, I like to believe that he is, and a highly intelligent person probably has a lot of secrets, a lot of good stuff, hidden.
He definitely gives off the vibe that he like could have some sort of like alter Batman ego personality potentially.
I like to think that there's crazy shit happening in that unfinished office.
Yeah.
Whether there is or isn't, don't tell me, because I've got a character built up in my head that I don't think reality could match. So it's better to not even let reality touch the character.
It's funny. My dad worked in the basement for most of my life, and now I've got my own little basement kind of thing going on here.
I mean, you're on the ground floor, but it's kind of like the basement of your apartment.
It is. It feels like the basement.
I mean, you've got because it's like the only thing down there.
There's no basements really in California, or at least in Los Angeles.
I don't think there's many out west at all.
Well, I think in California it's because it's like an earthquake thing.
You're safer the deeper you go.
I think earthquakes are like a similar reason why they have like kind of a less of a subway system too. It's like
it's not.
Just harder
it's not true.
Yeah,
waves only show up at the surface. If you're underneath a wave in the ocean, it goes right over you. You hardly even notice.
We're talking about in the ground.
Waves act the same regardless of the medium.
Why aren't there basements? See, this is going to piss Tucker off. I'm looking this up, by the way. This is something that you guys should know about Tucker. That is not. It may have become clear in the time that you've had this podcast, but Tucker likes to talk about things without Google.
Solving the question. Like to live in an analog world, the way all of our ancestors
don't live
did,
in that world,
where you can talk with somebody and they're not just like, oh, let me Google it, let me ask ChatGPT, let me just like pull up this encyclopedia of knowledge that other people have created.
Well, here's the thing. You like to operate on the thing of having a conversation and then ending the conversation with, well, I guess we'll never know. But
Yeah.
back then and in the analog era, you could open an encyclopedia and solve a lot of those questions. So you would have been this guy. You would have been the guy where we'd be having this conversation, and then I would reach for the encyclopedia and you'd be like, no, put the book. I like to live in an oral world where people just talk to each other and we didn't open up books to answer all our questions. Would have been the same thing.
I like to have like authentic conversations without any outside influence. I think that's fine. I think a lot of people are going to really vibe with that. When you have a friend who's always like, oh, let me Google it. It's like, okay, all right. Like what is like your opinion though? What do you have to like, it's like when you have two presidential candidates having a debate, they're not allowed to use external resource. They have to, it's like, show me what you got right here from your mind. This episode is sponsored by R.E.P.O. It's no secret that this has been a busy summer at the Keane household. And as Emma gets more and more pregnant, household chores that were once easy peasy have become pretty daunting. And the worst of all is meal planning, grocery shopping, and cooking. But luckily, R.E.P.O has come along and made our lives that much easier. With R.E.P.O, we get restaurant level deliciousness week after week, with recipes like crispy buffalo ranch chicken and cheesy Mexican street corn hash. With R.E.P.O, you'll spend less on these flavor-packed homemade meals than you would at the grocery store or at a restaurant. Are you cooking the same things over and over week after week? Thanks to R.E.P.O, you can change that up with their rotating menu delivering you fresh, new recipes every week. And the best part is R.E.P.O meals take less than 30 minutes to make and have clear, easy-to-follow directions. So even someone like me can make an amazing meal. And R.E.P.O has recently made my life a lot easier. This week we had their fried chicken tenders, pork flautas, and Kung Pao beef bowls. It was all incredible, and I felt like a 5-star Michelin chef making those crispy chicken tenders in that pot of oil. And I will definitely be making that recipe again. I'm not a super confident chef, but with R.E.P.O I can follow the instructions and make the whole meal myself, which has been a great way to help Emma out on those days where she's extra tired. And on days when she's not tired, R.E.P.O's a great way to spend some time together, cooking your favorite recipes together in the kitchen. Now, what are you waiting for? Dig into these flavor-packed meals your household will love. New customers can enjoy this special offer of only $1.99 a meal. Go to everyplate.com/podcast and use code TakeItEasy199 to get started. That's everyplate.com/podcast and use code TakeItEasy199 to get started. Applied as discount on first box, limited time only. Now let's get back to the episode.
Well, so speaking of the answer though, it says that's coming from my mind. It's saying basements are uncommon in California due to a combination of factors, including climate, construction practices, and perceived earthquake risks.
See how it said perceived?
Yeah, some argument. So it's like, apparently concerns about earthquake safety have likely influenced construction practices.
Yeah, but not actually science.
Okay, why aren't there as many subways in Los Angeles? Combination of factors, including its large geographic size, the cost of subway construction, and its location in an earthquake-prone area.
You can totally build tunnels in earthquake zones because
it seems like it adds the tunneling in an earthquake prone area is more expensive. Like the building of it, maybe.
I think maybe it needs cost is your number one determining factor, and geographic size. Los Angeles is monstrous over like the square mileage versus somewhere like New York City, which is tiny.
Right. Yeah, that is true. And I guess, yeah.
But that would be awesome if LA had subways. Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Or fucking raised tile.
Well, LA does have subways.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. If it had like the infrastructure like New York City has at the same
like
scale
every
and
other street has a subway station. Yeah, LA would be pretty cool. Because I think that they're building what they're building is like a Hollywood subway system.
That would be cool. Like that's a start right there. Because I think the subway is why New York City feels so cultured. Like I think that's what defines New York City is the subway. Because Poor people, rich people, like small people, big people, old people, young people. Everybody's taking the subway. Like, sure, there are some that take a Uber or taxi, but like you go on the subway, you see every type of person. And so like it forces everyone in New York to converge and share a space and share like a moment with each other. Even if you're not talking or interacting at all, you're still in a space together. You have to share it. You have to engage in that like morning rush hour, regardless of if you're going to a corporate office making $700K a year or you're going to be a construction worker making $50K a year. Like, you're all taking the subway together. So there's like that community. New York City feels like there's like New Yorkers, like a community. I feel like LA, especially for like really wealthy, you often almost teleport between locations in a private Uber. Like, you never have to engage.
There is a lot of teleportation going on.
Yeah, you don't have to engage with other people. And I think that's why LA feels more like isolated and fractured.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, dude, public transit, that's the key. But that'd be monstrous.
Yeah, I was looking at there's like this there's this really optimistic looking possible LA Metro rail map of 2040, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, that would be fucking awesome if they had that.
Dude, it'd be awesome.
They had that shit.
Dude, like, then you can go places. It's so cheap for the average person to use. You can go to a bar, get a bunch of drinks. You don't have to worry about calling an Uber, getting a ride, driving. Just get on the subway. And then you're doing pull-ups on the bars in there. You're swinging around on them. It's fun.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't even have a but. It would just be great. It'd be expensive. That's the only but. It'd be really expensive. But I feel like you guys are already getting inundated with taxes. Maybe a private company should do it. I don't know how they'd pull that off, but maybe, like, I would love for somebody like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk to just be like, hey, I'm just going to build like amazing public infrastructure. Because I feel like that's what like the oil barons and like all these, like in the 20s, all these giants that own like factories were like, yeah, I'm going to build an entire town. Like, I'm just going to do it. Like,
we need more barons. That's a good point, Tucker. We need more barons. We don't have enough barons. I feel like we're at peak baron right now, to be honest. I feel like we're the most barren that the world's ever been. Elon Musk has $400 billion.
He does do some cool stuff with it, but he could do cooler stuff with it.
Yeah. Like, he does lame stuff with it too. Like when he got all involved in politics, that was very lame of him.
He did get that hyper fixation going.
It was kind of a hyper fixation from him.
It really was.
Burned, and then he got burned and he got mad, and then he complained about it. And now he's like,
I don't follow. I'm not on Twitter, and I don't follow much news. But the vibe I'm getting is that he's kind of he's been dormant the last couple weeks.
Yeah, let's see how dormant he's been.
He's probably been just dormant, stewing. Maybe he's like recharging in some
I
like
have him blocked. That's why I don't see him.
He's probably in some like hydro fluid chamber, like getting like Luke Skywalker in that like beginning of episode 5. He's floating in that goo. That's how I imagine Elon Musk recharges.
Yeah, it seems like he's mostly honed back into what he used to do. Like just a quick scroll on his profile page is like, I'm seeing like a lot of Tesla stuff, a lot of SpaceX stuff, and like no politics.
Tesla plummeted and Trump like kicked him out. So maybe it was like, oh shit, I should probably work on Tesla for a little bit to get it back up.
Yeah, he's also talking about the Vegas loop a lot for the have you heard of this? The Boring Company.
Well, the Boring Company, that's like the tunnel thing in LA. Like he wanted to do tunnels in LA to alleviate the traffic.
He wanted to do that, and then it was like but the thing is that like the Las Vegas loop,
I don't know what the Las Vegas loop is.
It's basically just a tunnel for Teslas.
Oh, so it's like the Boring Company thing.
Yeah, it's like if you were building a tunnel for subways, but then you could only carry the amount of people that you could carry in a car, and sort of removing the value of it.
Yeah, just make a subway. Put a maglev train down there if you have to make it high tech.
Yeah, I know. If anything, yeah, he should. Oh yeah, well here's another. On June 20th, he was talking about fertility though. That's a little dubious. Yeah, no,
I'm very fertile. There's your press corps release. I'm very fertile.
Okay.
Take it easy, press corps. Tucker is
Tucker's very fertile.
Yeah.
Very fertile. You want to tell him why you're saying that?
I don't know. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Well, I always see these fertility things. No, you know what's a thing about fertility that often it gets misconstrued? Fertility, the way like the CDC and like global news outlets and data centers report fertility is just based on birth rate. But people perceive fertility as like a health thing. Like, oh, the U.S. is getting less fertile. It's not like, oh, all of a sudden none of us are like able to have children. It's more people are choosing not to have children.
Yeah, based on
other factors, not
conditions
health.
of like the society at the time. Like if the economic circumstances aren't very good, people aren't really going to have kids.
Yeah, like the economy impacts fertility. It's not like a health thing, but we all kind of
like I feel like if you
health.
guys didn't have a thing going on where it was like you wanted to have a kid as soon as possible because you like the idea of like the grandparents thing, like you have a very specific timeline in your head that you were going to do it no matter what. I feel like most people would probably not have a kid at the point you guys are at. They wait like a few more years until they're like settled more, you know? Or because like the economy's in such a weird place right now, you know?
I have more friends with children these days than without.
Well, the vibe that I've been hearing is that people are choosing to wait.
That's what like TikTok.
You have more friends with kids than without?
Yeah.
How do you define a friend?
Somebody I text with at least once every 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I like almost all my Marine friends have kids.
Well, no, wait. Now I'm realizing what's going on.
Your
data is totally skewed. Your data is totally skewed.
Ted,
you're friends with a bunch of Marines.
Data is full of Los Angeles influencers. That's also skewed.
I know plenty of people from our hometown that I have texted within the last 6 months that are simply getting engaged right now. They haven't gotten kids yet, but they will. It will. I think yours is skewed to the left if we're going from a left to right.
Dude, let me tell you, those Marines are not skewed to the left, buddy. Those guys are skewed right.
No, but like
some
in terms
of them could use
age,
a little
left. Like if it was like 0 to 100 and you flipped how you're viewing me right now.
I think we both interact with communities that shift in opposite directions in terms of what they're doing at what age.
Right. Yeah.
And we can meet in the middle.
Yeah.
And we could have a kid together in, let's say, a year and a half. Split the difference.
Split the difference?
Yeah.
We're going to have a kid together? You and I? We're going to adopt a child that we're going to...
It'd purely be like a data kid.
Own?
It would just be like a kid on principle. Well, you could just store him somewhere.
We're going to have an honorary child? Like it's going to be like a statue or a plaque in a park?
Yeah, but he would just be, he could live in my basement. I'd say you'd live in your basement. You don't have a basement. But I have a basement.
I'm in my basement right now. This counts as my basement.
Dude, you're looking out a window.
Okay, there are windows in basements. They're just at the top of the wall.
They're little cellar windows. They're creepy.
Yeah. You like those. I have those. Oh, those are my hometown house.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I was talking to Emma about this. Your basement has been unchanged your entire life.
No, it hasn't. It used to be unfinished, and then it was a big deal when that portion of the basement that is finished did get finished. It was like a big moment.
Oh, when was that?
Oh man, it had to be around the time we got cable. So, like, around the time when we got cable, probably.
So let's call it 2004.
When I was 6, it might have been. Yeah, I could see that.
That sounds like a cable year.
Wait, I know that it was finished as early as 2008. So I mean.
Were your parents swapping cable companies a lot for a while there?
No, they weren't.
I think during the recession, my mom was swapping cable companies frequently, like every 6 months. We were cable hopping because I think you got that.
We were Verizon the whole time.
Verizon, Comcast. Like I'd come home from school, new remote, new cable box. I'd be like, oh, mom must have switched it again, I guess. And like they had like slightly different on-demand like interfaces, slightly different like guide interfaces. But yeah,
do you remember when you got cable?
Vaguely. I was a PBS kid for a while.
Oh, me too. I watched. My first word was Arthur.
Arthur was my shit, dude. I think my mom liked it more than I did, though. Honestly,
I was when I was uploading these VHSs from my childhood. One of the things that I was watching, I actually called my mom on FaceTime when I was watching it with her, was my sister's 3rd birthday, which was an Arthur themed birthday, and we were doing a thing where we were doing pin. It was like pin the tail on the donkey, but it was put the bow tie on Arthur's neck. It was like a part of a kit that came with.
Yeah.
And my mom tried to. I was 1 or like 1.5 or something. I think
You're must just have been dumb at that point.
I was like 1.5 years old, so I was walking, talking a little bit.
Saying nonsense.
My mom tried to get me to do the blindfolded thing. I'm a 1.5 years old, and she does the whole thing where I'm watching her do this. She spins me and everything. And then, like, the first thing I'm doing, I'm reaching up. I'm trying to pull the fucking.
There's no chance in hell that you're going to be able to successfully pull that off. You're not even aware of the concept.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I didn't even really understand the context of what was going on. Yeah, I was still I would still eat it in baby seat.
Baby seat, yeah.
Baby seat. Yeah,
Dude.
no, it's cool. These are a bunch of like old tapes because I've been into the VHS stuff now, and then I've been able to offload some of my oldest attempts at filmmaking are I just offloaded onto my
When you hit a major milestone,
dude, I know what you're talking about. What are you gonna say?
Say like 5 million subs, 10 million subs, whatever your major milestone is that you want to hit.
Make a timeline thing starting from the earliest.
Yeah, like a montage. Like really,
dude. Yeah, that's it. I've been thinking about that for a long time.
But you got to earn it. You got to go. It's got to be a major milestone, and you can really butter it up, dress it up nice. I know you would. Good music.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it would be like an ode to myself, or like thank you to the Ted's past.
Like right now, I'm scrolling through. You can see it on here. This is Can Man. This is like a show I did when I was a wee child. And it was this guy. His name was Can Man, and he was a Barg's root beer can with googly eyes and a fake mustache on a stick with a napkin cape. And he would go on adventures, and then he, played by the illustrious William Haverstock, was Mr. Mist, who was one of those little mini 100-calorie cans of soda. So he was half the size of Can Man. So he was like a little sidekick to the other can. And this was when Sierra Mist was a thing. If you guys know Starry, that's what Sierra Mist is now, because there was an OnlyFans creator.
Wait, what?
There was an OnlyFans creator who went by Sierra Mist, who received a cease and desist from the company. It must have been PepsiCo that owned the name Sierra Mist. And they said, hey, can you stop using that name with our soda brand? People are going to confuse the two of you. But then at the time, she checked the trademark website, and she determined that Sierra Mist's trademark had lapsed. So during that ongoing debate, she went and got the trademark for Sierra Mist. So her response to that drink company was, no, you must stop using the name Sierra Mist unless you pay me a large sum of money, because you're currently infringing on my trademark. And so Sierra Mist wasn't really selling. Yeah, Sierra Mist wasn't really selling well. So what they did was, instead they chose to just rebrand it and spent all the money to rebrand it to Starry. And that's why Starry is the...
Can I tell you something that's pissed me off about Sierra Mist for a long time? So
what?
Sierra Mist is Pepsi's Sprite, right? Or am I wrong?
Uh-huh.
It's Pepsi Sprite. But Sierra Mist is a play on the brand Mountain Dew by the name. Sierra Mist...
Really?
Sierra Mountains, Mist is but
but
Mountain Dew. So Sierra Mist is like the same play on words that Mountain Dew is, but it's a copy of Sprite. It's flavor profile.
I didn't think about that.
Dude, that's been bothering me since I was like 8 years old. I was like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, now you got it out of your system.
Now I've got it out of my system. It's public. Press corps, take it away. it's been bothering me for so long.
Yeah, no, and as it should.
I've always felt kind of crazy that no one else is addressing this. You know, I say it to my dad. He's just like, nah, he doesn't care. So I've been like, am I crazy?
That is just like an alternate reality version of Mountain Dew. And the thing is, too, somehow they're going to be able to remove all traces of Sierra Mist as a brand. And I'm the only one that's going to have evidence of it.
I'll remember.
And then everyone else is just going to start saying, it's the Mandela effect. Oh my God, Sierra Mist was never real. It's the Mandela effect.
So you've got some beef with people that use the Mandela effect.
No, I don't. Because I actually found a really old. I was showing those pins to you the other day.
Yep.
I found a very, very old Fruit of the Loom thing. This is from like the 80s or something like that.
Cornucopia?
No, there's no cornucopia.
Oh, there we go. I can't.
Fruit of the Loom. You see, there's no cornucopia.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
You know what it might have been is, at least for me in early elementary school, for some reason we were learning about cornucopias. I think it's for like Thanksgiving because it's like Thanksgiving like imagery. Because back in the early elementary school, they're kind of like teaching you like what the fuck the holidays are. They're like, yeah, this is Thanksgiving. And this is like, let's make some crafts.
I don't know what the deal is with cornucopias because that doesn't look like a very convenient thing to carry fruit and vegetables in.
It's the least convenient thing you could possibly do. Just put it on a fucking plate. We're going to stuff them in a half basket sitting on its side.
Or even better, put it in like a regular basket. You know?
I envision the cornucopia sitting on the table. But then it's like, okay, the opening's only facing one person. And like what do you get to reach all the way in there? It's like a cone. It's like a traffic cone full of fruit. It's never made. I don't know what it is. I feel like a cornucopia, it's like a big bugle. Like the snack. Right?
Yeah, that is what bugles are.
They're just little cornucopias.
That's the leftovers of the cornucopia from Fruit of the Loom. They turned it into a bugle.
What are those little fruit-shaped candies? They're like hard. They're in these things a lot. What is it?
Oh, fruit-shaped candy. Oh, no, now you're thinking about now you're talking about candy from like 1910.
Well, no, they're still in like if you go to like the Train restaurant in West Concord, they'd have like one of these.
Little chalky?
Little chalky?
Yeah, a little chalky.
Yeah, they're a little chalky. They're hard. They're a glossy candy coating on like a hard sugar candy, like little bananas.
I don't know if
limes.
we've ever. Are you saying that you at one point knew the name of these candies? Because I don't know if this candy has ever been named to us.
I'm gonna figure this out through Google.
Wow.
See, I'm not using
press core.
No. This is
put
a totally
blast
different context.
out. Tucker use. Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Doesn't seem like it.
What fruit blast mix? That's not. Oh, runts. It's called runts.
Okay, we did know runts.
Runts. You take a bugle, you fill it with runts. That's Thanksgiving feast right there. That's cornucopia.
Yeah.
I don't really know why I'm like bringing this up, but when I started thinking about the bugle little cornucopia, I was like, oh, you put runts in it.
I think that's okay that you're bringing it up, though. I get it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, it's a little passion. I think I should fill this with runts because I think that would last.
I think that runts are better. Better.
This is my holiday mix. I got to throw this out.
Oh, that's your holiday mix?
Yeah, soured for sure.
Dude, I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Sorry, I'm setting this back up so it'll properly record my memories because it didn't record this fight scene between me and William Haverstock where he was trying to attack me with a machete. It was a very good fight scene. Probably my earliest fight scene. Yeah, I've got like this wide shot of me walking down the street. God, how tall am I in that? That's so funny. I could probably reframe that same shot exactly to how it was because it's on my street that I grew up on. And I'm probably a full 2 feet taller than I am in this video.
You have definitely gotten taller since you were a kid.
I could have just been 5'11" in this, though. There's a chance I could have just been tall because I was way taller than all the kids. Wow. Oh, my God. Sorry, I'm like live reacting to some shit. So there's a tree in our yard.
Yes, you have several trees.
Well, the one that has the wind chime on it. That's in the main backyard that has like the porch and stuff. Or like the what would you call it? Because there's the porch, but then there's like the sort of
patio,
stone hardscape patio. Nice. The tree right there, that is a little bit older than me and a little bit younger than Emily. Because when my sister was born, my dad, we're 17 months apart. That's a pretty small window.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought you said that's a pretty big
that's
window.
That's a narrow window.
Oh, yeah, I was ready to go after
you. You were like, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a very small window. Thank you very much. My dad found a little sapling, must be an oak sapling or something like that, or maple sapling, under the porch, and he just planted it in the ground when my sister was like 1 year old. She was pregnant with me, and my mom was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's gonna throw shade at some point." It definitely fucking does throw shade now.
I can't picture the tree you're talking about, but
you'll see that tree at my parents' place next time you're there, which is probably going to be a long time from now.
Never going back.
Never going back.
I'm boycotting the Nivisons.
Damn. That tree is that's like about how old I am in tree form, which is kind of cool.
That is kind of neat.
I just saw a clip of that tree, and it was like about this thick, I would say. That's the main thing. And now it's like, when I last saw it, it's like this.
Okay. I feel like you're way... Yeah. Oh. I got a tree update. The other day at work, we're down in Connecticut, woodsy property, and I found in their woods... wild American chestnut trees growing.
Whoa, really?
Yes, I did. Oldest one, I would say.
Were they sick?
No, they weren't. The oldest one, I found like 4 trees. Oldest one was probably 40. It's pretty good. Oh. No signs of blight. It was growing amongst a deep canopy of oaks, hemlocks, mountain laurel understory. So I imagine the original tree died and they resprouted because they're not that old. They're not mature. But 40-year-old chestnut, that's my personal best.
Wow.
I was pretty excited.
So what's maturity for a chestnut?
Well, chestnut's would be one of the tallest trees in the forest. It hadn't broken through the canopy yet at all. So a tree in the woods.
Once it breaks through the canopy, that's when the other trees start sending the blight. They call the blight and they're like, "Hey, we got this motherfucker. He's trying to come back."
If you're in the deep woods as a tree, you grow a lot slower. So the rings, if you cut it down, the rings are a lot denser. But like a tree in the open, in like a yard or a field, grows really fast and really big. The ring spacing is huge because it just has so much available sunlight and nutrients. But a tree in the woods has very limited sunlight, very limited nutrients because it's competing.
Yeah, I suppose with the tree that I grew up with, that maple, it's very much fast. So like one of those trees you'd see in the middle of a field where it's wide, it opens up wide and stuff. It's currently got one main thing, but then it's also got an offshoot that's been developing over the last several years, and it's like a climbing tree now. I remember when that tree was so thin that if I tried to climb it, if I tried to mess with it, it would bend. Like you could push against the tree and it would sway. Yeah. Like there was a point in which I remember touching that tree and I could make the whole thing sway and it would move in the wind very significantly. And now it's like a fucking solid tree, which is crazy. That's like, I feel like trees are the best indicator of time.
You've been on a time kick lately. You've been toiling on time.
I have been toiling on time a little bit. Are we talking in terms of, you know what is funny? I was actually talking to people at the wedding, and a lot of people there, we were talking about traveling to Europe, and they were having the same fascination with time change that I do.
Were you
when it comes to time
okay?
zones.
But like, were you infecting them? Were you like infecting the conversation? You're like, ask me about the time change. Time change is
they
crazy.
brought it up on their own accord. They brought it up on their own accord, and I was like,
you're ready.
I lit up like a Christmas tree. I was like,
you're like, yeah, it's 6 hours different from here.
yeah, I was like, you're right. You're right. That is so cool. They'd be like, yeah, no, I live from this place, and I showed up the next day at like 6 p.m. after leaving at 2 p.m. the same day. And I'm like, that's awesome. I love that shit.
You love the time difference change, but for me, I'm just like, man, this is the most. No shade or anything, but I'm just like, this is so mundane. It just doesn't get me off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that there is a degree of whimsy to that you are missing out on. I think I just, you
might have more whimsy
like,
than I do, but I definitely engage in a little more magic.
Okay.
I give you whimsy, you give me magic. That's the deal I'm making you right now.
You're making me give you magic in exchange for whimsy. You say I'm whimsical all the time, but this is not something that I need to earn.
I'm officially titling the whimsical one.
But there's a power imbalance here, because I know I'm whimsical, but you desperately want to be magical.
I just want your approval. It's more your approval I'm looking for.
I would give that to you anyways. You don't need a
I got it.
You don't need a barter for it. You could have asked me on your own, but
I think the barter actually put your defenses up.
No, I was sort of just
you were ready.
If anything, if my defenses were up, I wouldn't have just given it away to you for free.
Oh, wait. Before, I just want to get one thing out there. This is unrelated to magic, whimsy, or time. I'm just doing a little self promo right now for Take It Easy. We played R.E.P.O. The gaming episode on the Patreon is R.E.P.O. We're going to play again tonight with Emma, an Emma episode. We're going to try to use the in-game voice night, and it was really fun. So if you like R.E.P.O, we played, Ted and I played.
We're going to try to use? Yeah, we played R.E.P.O. This is if you don't know what it is, it's a game where
it's
you're
awesome.
Like a bunch of repossession
It's
workers.
A horror party game.
Yeah, horror party game. You're basically repossessing valuable artifacts from haunted houses or haunted places with beasts and ghouls in them.
Low stakes graphics. You could run it on anything.
It's very fun.
It's kind of similar vibes to Among Us. Do you feel that way?
It's similar vibes to that other game where it was like a space game. It's like a Twitch designed game, you know? It was like...
Yeah.
Oh, man, what is it called? It's like, you know, they're all in spacesuits. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't... Well, oh.
It's similar to that game. Everyone was playing it for a while. It's a little bit more spooky looking.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name. Good enough.
They're it's like on a different planet. They're on like Europa when they're doing it. It's like, okay, here we go.
He's going in.
Party space.
This
game
is an approved
for people. Proximity chat horror. That's got to be it. Ready?
Oh, another announcement that I'm gonna do a little promo. It is Emma's birthday on Thursday, so in 2 days.
The 31st.
Yeah. So shout her out in the comments, guys. Say something nice, because she'll read it and she'll have a smile on her face when I get home from work.
Everyone was playing this, and it's only showing me like Phasmophobia, R.E.P.O. Lethal Company.
It's similar.
Lethal Company.
Oh, I never played that. It's similar vibes to Phasmo.
Company. Thank goodness. Yeah, but it operates most similarly to Lethal Company, where there's that extract machine. I mean, maybe that's how Phasmophobia works. I've never played it.
I played it a couple times. I streamed it with some other folks, and I got way too fucked up. And so it was actually kind of a bummer. Because I was so fucked up, it wasn't scary at all.
I played that game and I was like, wow. You know, that is true. There is something remarkable about getting drunk and not really having to deal with scariness anymore.
Dude, speaking
drunk
of
people don't get
games,
scared. That's the thing. Drunk people do not get scared. That's why people fight all the time, because they have no fear.
Yeah, no, it's like a suppressant. It suppresses that emotion.
And one of my favorite things to do during the holiday season, or the Halloween season, at least in California, is to go to Universal Horror Nights and get drunk and yell at the scary things. They pop out. I'm like, not today. Not today. Nice try. I saw you.
Emma did a haunted hayride a couple years ago, or like a haunted thing, one of those October things, and she's got like trauma from it. She's never going back. And she said that her defense was being mean to the people. And Emma's not normally like that.
Yeah, just Emma. Wait, when was this?
A few years ago, maybe 2021. She went with some friends.
Damn.
I wasn't there, but she talks about it like at least every year. She's always like, it was so scary, so I just had to be really mean to them.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the defense, because it's just like, you're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Get out of my face.
I've been playing Resident Evil 2, which is kind of a scary game. And I just got to this point where there's this big enemy guy and you can't kill him. And it's like a labyrinth. You're constantly like going everywhere and backtracking and stuff. And he's just always following you. So it's more like kind of scary, but also just like, this is incredibly stressful now.
Yeah, I don't like that. What did I do? Well, you're kind of into horror games now. I've never really played the hugest amount of horror games.
So here's my dilemma. I'm not like a horror game guy, but Silent Hill 2 was incredibly scary. But the game is so good. Like, the gameplay is so good. The story is so good. And so like Resident Evil 2, the story is like, but the gameplay is really solid. So it's like, oh, fuck, dude. These great fucking games are locked behind fear. So that's like what I'm struggling with right now.
If anything, don't you think that part of the reason why it was so rewarding was because there was fear involved?
You have to like push yourself to finish the puzzles, because they're very puzzle labyrinth like clues. It's very satisfying gameplay loop. I love it. But
I love it.
My friend just got a PS5. He's playing Silent Hill 2 because I told him to, and he's like, dude, this is so fucking scary. What is this? Like, he didn't know he's getting into. Silent Hill 2 is like psychologically thrilling. It changed my life.
Jeez.
Highly recommend the Silent Hill 2 remake. It's on my all-time
Silent Hill 2
favorite.
remake, folks.
Yeah, the official press score. Oh, are we moving?
But we, at this point, need to move on to the Patreon.
Patreon.
So we will check you guys out over there. If you join us, if you want to get all the bonus episodes, $5 a month.
$5 a month. You get extra me. You get extra him.
Literally the price of a cup of coffee. Quite literally the price of a cup of coffee these days.
And that's because coffee is kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But
you just don't have.
I'm still buying.
You don't have that
coffee,
second
though.
coffee, and you get a full extra whole set of episodes
all
every month.
Juicy stuff.
Juicy.
Well, our last episode, we got some serious existential dread. That last one.
Yeah, we did.
We went a little too deep.
This time.
We went a little too deep over the edge.
Yeah, I've just been thinking about it lately. I don't know. I've been
Ted's
seeing my
got
family
time
so much.
on the brain.
Dude, I've been seeing my family so much. I'm looking at old VHS footage and shit.
Dude,
I can't control it.
Okay, here's a tip. Don't watch the new Vsauce video. It's going to push you over the edge. You'll probably blow your
I met
brains out.
Vsauce the other weekend, by the way.
Michael?
Yeah.
Was he nice?
Yeah, he was very nice.
I don't want to meet him. He's my favorite YouTuber of all time, but I want the illusion.
I was thinking about asking him if he had any of those
vinyls.
Those vinyls laying around, but then I was like, Tucker probably doesn't care, so I didn't.
Dude, I've been talking about these vinyls
Thanks
for
so
so
much
long.
for watching
Are you
this
fucking
episode,
kidding
guys.
me?
We'll see you next time.